So, I'm super late. Day 0, day 1. I'm going to start this thing. Didn't have any food in the last 12 hours. I just arrived here a couple of hours ago, and I arrived from Porto last night after 6 months. And say goodbye to all my friends. And we're starting this new thing.
This new thing, volunteering in South Africa for 1 year.
So yeah, let's see how it goes. I hope to have energy for all the bureaucracy, the mandatory bureaucracy, the very Italian mandatory bureaucracy that everybody hates. The people that has to apply hates it. The people who has to force it hates it. The people who wrote about it hates it. And everybody keeps saying,
I don't know why it's like that. If it was for me, I would never do like this.
but still, you have to learn it. It feels like some kind of metaphysical truth. We just sign a paper, sign 2 papers, sign 3 papers, which would have taken like 10 minutes. And then we just look into each other's eyes, took like 3 poses because we didn't have anything to do, anything to ask. No games, nothing. How's it called? Team building games.
Team building games.
And within we have to do all this team building stuff, blah blah. Last time we had to draw a bicycle, and each of us was one part of the bicycle. Again, this kind of team building games.
Team building games.
They're boring. They're very boring. They're very shallow. Even if every time they come to us, they always like,
Oh, this is going to be blah blah, and you're gonna connect, you're gonna reflect.
but they're so basic. They're super basic stuff. It comes to us same.
Okay, now we're gonna play a game, and so you have to take a piece of paper and divide in group, and you have to write 2 sentences that are true and 1 is false. Oh,
Man, is completely a waste of time. They have no idea what to do with us anymore. Imagine if they, as they said, if they were supposed to keep us here for like 1 month and a half, doing what? Just completely wasting our time. And today instead, there was like this big, whatever, someone drew a tree, and we were supposed to talk about active citizenship.
Active citizenship.
And and everybody had to like write a word about this citizenship. And some people wrote solidarity, justice, striking, voting, very random, basic, super basic things. But it's always like, I always have the feeling of, first, that the people that work on these things, they don't care at all about this. They just want to do it, and maybe they don't even know what it means really. They just like, okay, I'm just gonna do this thing because whatever, I can't do anything else. So one was on this kind of it's a weird thing where it's like, we had like to judge morally or like legally this kind of situation, this kind of events. And we were supposed to say who was the culprit of whatever. At the end, the point was just to discuss and to try to find like a compromise, and we had like 10 minutes, 15 minutes just to decide something altogether. That was the point. I always feel that these things, someone else is imposing us to do this, but no one is believing it. But still we have to do, we have to be so performative and say, oh, but this is good, this is nice, whatever. One guy said something nice, and I was like, that's nice. Then, because everybody felt like, hello, this is not enough, so we started talking about something very serious happening in Italy, like violence against women, blah, blah, blah. And the guy that was supposed to train us said,
No, let's not go to this topic.
blah blah, and like, I really don't get why when we talk about something very serious there are all this laughing all the time. I get this like embarrassed laughing. For me, they are embarrassing, not embarrassed. And then one of my colleagues, he asked, okay, like, we got what we're supposed to do, but okay, now that we've done this game, give us like a suggestion, because the point was like, oh, now you have 10 minutes, blah blah, to decide about this, and then now that you will travel, you will go, there come to you so many situations where you have to decide all in a group what to do best, and maybe you don't really have a lot of time and really have to listen to all opinions, blah blah blah. So this is something that is supposed to prepare you for this. So he asked, okay, give us some suggestion. And the guy, sweet guy, I think he's even way younger than me, he's like in 25, 26. So it just, to me, feels so much that he's just like parroting, repeating this thing that someone has taught him to do it, and he's repeating this thing to us. And he said,
Oh, I know it could sound very basic, but the key is dialogue.
yeah man, thank you. Like, we got it, the key was dialogue. That's what we were doing. But is there like a precise way to go through this dialogue? Like, there are some techniques or whatever, just tell us, even just invent it, whatever. And it's like,
I know you have to listen to everyone, and
so shallow, super shallow. Again, then they want to push all this philosophy into this thing, which is okay if you know what to say. Like, if you have something cool to say about it, it's nice that you push some philosophy. But if you are gonna say the most basic bullshit, how can't you think that, like, you're doing this thing with 30 people? We're not 16 years old, like, come on, just a little more, no? I just think it's so disrespectful. Not disrespectful, but it's an infantilizing. I don't like to be infantilized at all. Okay, and then the other one, it comes with a ball, and it's like, no, these games are so outdated, like, just do something new. So again, and he said,
okay, now you pass the ball, and everybody has to say one goal that they have for this project that we're gonna do.
and everybody said, oh, I want to be more independent, I want to improve my English, I want to improve my Spanish, I want to improve my Portuguese, I want to prove to myself that I can live far away, I want to find a sense of life, blah blah. Then comes to me and says, I only have one goal.